Estates and Acres Homes, and then we also did Acres Place and Acres Homes, which we did about 50 homes there. And those range from $279,000 to $359,000. So we have those plans here in this folder for you guys to take a look at. But what we really wanted to do was to figure out what was Dayton looking for as far as housing goes, and then also to get feedback from the realtors and the brokers, and also work with a realtor and broker in this area. You know, even in the Acres Homes area, when we built there, we didn't go in and just build, take the money and leave. We hired subcontractors from that area. We purchased our supplies and our materials from Montebonno lumber that was in Acres Homes. So the money's staying in the community. So as we're building houses, we're also building the community at the same time. So that's what we look to do here in Dayton as well. Get subcontractors in this area, find the suppliers that's in this area, and use them. So the money is building the economy as we're building, and also providing, that tax base for the city. That's our main thing. And then just really wanting to know what Dayton is looking for on the housing side, because this is not an area that we're experts in. So getting with the experts in this area, because they're dealing with clients every day, mortgage brokers in this area, and finding out, in this area, what are clients being approved for. They're being approved for $250,000 houses, or being approved for $500,000 houses. And then what's important, be it land size, smaller lots, larger lots, one-story homes versus two-story homes, exterior finishes, hardy versus brick. Some areas you go brick and they love it and they want brick. You can do a brick house in the Heights, they're not gonna really like it too much unless it has to be a certain style. If you do hardy, they love it. That's just what that area calls for. So finding out what they want, from a buyer's perspective. So we have questionnaires in the packet that you can look at, fill out. Feel free to email it directly to myself or to Star. And, we're going to take all that into consideration before stepping out and building a home, even down to how we carve out the lots, And so one of the things you guys were telling me, and I've heard this from everyone, that the lot size is very important. Most people moving out here want at least that half acre to 3/4 of an acre lot, which in Houston, inner city, that's not that important. So knowing that. Another comment that we had was, we had a realtor from JLA that came in earlier, and she was telling me that what's very important is tall garages, because a lot of the guys out here have the 4x, exactly, the big trucks and big driveways. They have big trucks and Suburbans, and they want to be able to fit at least 4 cars in the driveway, and they won't be able to get their lifted truck into the garage. So, taking all that kind of stuff into consideration there. And then another realtor said, you need at least 3-car garage, or 2.5, because everybody has ATVs and 4-wheelers and boats and that sort of thing. So, so taking all that stuff into consideration. And then, of course, we heard porches. Porches are important, and I agree, it does give you a better feel of community, and with people coming out and sitting on the porch. So we're taking all that into consideration before we actually start groundbreaking. We've been in communications with the city and talking to them about some of the things that they need out here also. But they seem to be on board and happy about any new development out here. D.R. Horton had an open house today, and a lot of the realtors that came through here earlier went there. Theirs was earlier this morning. So a lot of those realtors went there. I asked them about the product, and of course, it's across the board. D.R. Horton has a certain market and niche, and we know that's going to be the starter home, just everything basic. And so they definitely said that they're looking for something that's better than basic. And we don't build basic, so even in our lower price homes, our affordable houses that we built in Houston, still had real wood cabinets, hardwood cabinets. You still had granite. You still had ceramic tile. No laminate flooring or anything of that nature. But so we, even in our affordable houses, affordable housing would step up. So that's pretty much it. And I'm open to answer any questions that you guys may have about us coming to Dayton, and I'm open to suggestions as well on what